Did you know a tiny rock-hard seed can transform into one of the most beautiful flowers in the world, right inside your home? But here's the shocking truth. Most people fail to grow lotus from seeds because they miss one simple step. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to grow lotus seeds at home, from a dry seed to a stunning blooming plant. And trust me, step number 2 is where most beginners go wrong. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to grow your own lotus successfully, even if you've never grown a plant before. Section 1. Choosing the right lotus seeds. Before you even think about planting, the success of your lotus journey starts with one thing: choosing the right seeds. This step might seem simple, but it can make or break your results. Lotus seeds are usually small, round, and extremely hard, with a dark brown or black outer shell. When selecting seeds, always look for ones that feel solid and heavy. If a seed feels light or hollow, it's likely not viable and won't grow. Fresh seeds are always the best option, so try to get them from a reliable source rather than old stock that may have been sitting around for too long. One fascinating thing about lotus seeds is their incredible lifespan. In fact, they're known to stay viable for years, even decades, if stored properly. But just because they can last long doesn't mean every seed you find will sprout easily. That's why quality matters. If possible, choose larger seeds, as they tend to have a higher success rate. Also, avoid any seeds that have cracks, damage, or signs of mold. Healthy seeds should have a smooth, hard outer coating without any visible defects. Taking a few extra minutes to carefully choose your seeds will save you days or even weeks of frustration later. Think of it like building a house. If the foundation isn't strong, everything else will struggle. Once you've got the right seeds in your hands, you're ready for the most important step of all: waking them up. Section 2. Scarifying the seeds. The secret step. Now here's the step that most people skip, and the exact reason their lotus seeds never sprout. Lotus seeds have an extremely hard outer shell. This shell is designed by nature to protect the seed, sometimes for years. But here's the problem: water can't easily get inside, and without water, the seeds simply won't grow. That's where scarification comes in. Scarification means gently breaking or thinning the outer shell so water can enter and trigger germination. To do this, you can use a sandpaper, a nail file, or even a knife if you're very careful. Focus on one end of the seed and slowly rub or file it down until you see a lighter inner layer beneath the dark surface. Be patient here. This is not a step you want to rush. If you cut too deep, you can damage the inside of the seed and kill it before it has a chance to grow. The goal is just to open the door slightly, not break it down completely. Once done correctly, this small action makes a massive difference. It's like flipping a switch that tells the seed it's time to grow. Many beginners skip this step and wonder why nothing happens after days of soaking, but now you know the secret. With your seeds properly scarified, you're ready to move on to the magical moment: watching them come to life in water. Section 3. Soaking and germination. This is where the magic begins. After preparing your seeds, it's time to place them in water and watch the transformation happen right before your eyes. Fill a glass or container with clean, warm water, ideally around room temperature or slightly warmer. Drop your scarified seeds into the water and place the container in a bright spot, but avoid direct, harsh sunlight at this stage. Within the first 24 hours, you'll notice something incredible. The seeds will start to swell. This is a sign that water is entering and the germination process has officially begun. Over the next few days, the seeds will continue to grow in size, and tiny shoots will begin to emerge. This is one of the most exciting parts of the process, especially if it's your first time growing lotus. But here's something very important: change the water every single day. Clean water prevents bacteria and keeps your seeds healthy. If the water becomes cloudy or smells bad, it can cause the seeds to rot. Not all seeds will sprout at the same time, and that's completely normal. Some may take 2 days, while others may take up to a week. Watching these seeds come to life is incredibly rewarding. It's like witnessing nature's hidden power unfold step by step. Once your sprouts start growing longer and stronger, it's time to prepare them for their next big move, into soil. Section 4. Growing sprouts properly. Once your lotus seeds have sprouted, the next phase is all about nurturing those delicate young plants. At this stage, your focus should be on keeping the environment stable and clean while allowing the plant to grow naturally. As the shoots develop, you'll start to see long stems forming, followed by small leaves. These early leaves may float on the surface of the water, which is completely normal. Over time, they will grow larger and stronger. One key thing to remember is to continue changing the water daily. Even though the plant is growing, it is still very sensitive to bacteria in poor water conditions. Clean water is essential for healthy development. Make sure the container stays in a warm and bright location. While lotus plants love sunlight, at this early stage, too much direct heat can stress the young shoots. Indirect sunlight or gentle morning sun works best. Avoid overcrowding if you're growing multiple seeds in one container. Give each sprout enough space so they don't compete for nutrients or light. This stage requires patience. You might feel tempted to move the plant into soil too early, but rushing can damage the fragile roots and slow down growth. Wait until the sprouts are around 10 to 15 centimeters long and have developed a few leaves. This is the sign that your plant is strong enough for the next step. And that's when the real transformation begins, planting your lotus into soil and watching it thrive. Section 5. Transferring to soil. Now it's time for one of the most exciting steps, moving your lotus from water into soil. This is where your plant starts becoming more stable and begins its journey towards full growth. Start by choosing the right container. Lotus plants prefer wide, shallow pots rather than deep ones. This allows the roots to spread naturally and gives the plant room to grow. Next, use heavy clay soil. Avoid regular potting mix as it tends to float in water and can create a messy environment. Clay soil stays compact and provides a stable base for the roots. Gently place the sprouted seed into the soil. Be very careful not to damage the roots or shoots during this process. Press the roots lightly into the soil, but do not bury the leaves. The leaves should remain above the surface. Once planted, slowly add water until it covers the soil by about 5 to 10 centimeters. Pour gently to avoid disturbing the soil. At first, the water may look muddy, but it will settle over time. This is completely normal. Place the container in a sunny location and allow the plant to adjust to its new environment. Within days, you'll notice stronger growth as the roots begin to anchor themselves. This step marks a major milestone. Your lotus is no longer just a sprout, it's now a growing plant ready to flourish. Section 6. Sunlight, care, and flowering. Now that your lotus is planted, proper care is the key to helping it grow strong and eventually bloom into a stunning flower. Sunlight is absolutely essential. Lotus plants thrive in full sun, so aim to give them at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight every day. Without enough light, the plant may grow leaves but struggle to produce flowers. Water levels should be maintained consistently. Make sure there is always a layer of water above the soil, but avoid letting it dry out completely. At the same time, don't overfill the container, especially when the plant is still young. As your lotus grows, you'll notice larger leaves rising above the water surface. This is a great sign that your plant is healthy and developing well. Fertilizing can be introduced later, but only after the plant is well established. Adding fertilizer too early can damage the roots and slow growth. Be patient when it comes to flowering. Lotus plants don't bloom overnight. Depending on conditions, it may take a couple of months before you see your first flower. But when it finally blooms, it's worth every second of waiting. The beauty of a lotus flower is truly unmatched, and knowing you grew it yourself makes it even more special. So there you have it, your complete step-by-step guide to growing lotus from seeds at home. From a tiny seed to a breathtaking flower, it's a journey that anyone can experience. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves plants as much as you do. And tell me in the comments, would you grow a lotus at home? I'd love to hear your experience.